Hi, how are you doing? You look beautiful. I love your
Thanks.
hair.
Oh, thank
You
you.
got the natural hair out. It's looking amazing.
She's here to stay.
Yeah,
I'm here and I'm staying, is what my hair
yeah,
said. Okay, how are you doing?
I'm good. Um, Still in quarantine, so there's that. I think everyone else in the world is in quarantine too. But no, I've been trying to keep myself busy and still trying to build a routine, but I haven't been following my routine much. So yeah. But how are you? How are you dealing with everything?
Same, I'm trying to set a routine as well. Um, it's very hard
Yeah,
in this day and age
yeah.
because what is stopping me from sleeping in until noon? Literally
What?
nothing. What is stopping me from sleeping in until noon?
Oh yeah, right, exactly. Like what is really stopping us from doing that?
We
I've
don't
been
have anything to do.
yeah, I've been like sleeping till like 4 a.m. like and it's like normal now. And then I wake up at like 12, but I don't really get out of bed till like 3. It's like really um that's why like I really want to like keep my routine of like making myself breakfast and stuff, but I'm just watching Housewives all day till 4 a.m. So that's just what it is for now.
I am too.
Yeah,
I don't get tired of it at all.
and me either. Yeah.
It's too much. Let's see. So moving on notes. Hope everyone else who watches our videos is staying at home.
Right.
I know it's very difficult, but staying at home is saving lives.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that on that. Okay, so is Nikki, I saw that you said she changed her name on social media. I haven't even seen anything. What did she
You
change it
didn't
to?
see it?
Petty?
She
No, she
changed
changed
it to Mrs. Petty.
she changed it to Miss Petty. Okay, so
She
she's still
changed
with
no, she
him.
changed it. Yeah, she changed it back to Mrs. Petty. But before she had yikes.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, and everyone went crazy about it because they were like, "Oh, so she dumped her man finally." But no, apparently that's not what happened. Apparently, she actually did an interview with Fendi. I don't know if everyone knows, but like Nicki Minaj was actually really discovered by Fendi before Lil Wayne, and so she did an interview with him, and um, in the background is Mr. Petty, so like they're okay. um, it's so like annoying to me that like he's just everywhere with his like just looking like her fucking security guard like this, like dude, like
And
okay,
in the
but
literal tightest pants I've ever seen.
right, like everything he wears is really tight. Like, what are you trying to prove? Like, we know that you're muscular,
We get it.
yeah, but yeah, when she changed her name, I was like, oh, she's finally not with the pedophile, finally. But I think what happened was like they probably got into an argument and was just like, I'm done with this nigga. And then she was like, oh, wait, no, we're good.
We're fine.
Like how we're like, women, how we're like petty and stuff like that.
Yeah. She should have
Yeah,
just kept her name to Mrs. Petty if she's gonna be petty like that,
right,
honestly.
right. And like, she's Nicki Minaj. Like, we know everything she does. Like, if you change one little thing, we're going to notice it.
We're good.
Um, because you're never
I
on
miss
social
her.
media.
I miss her. Where I mean, okay, Yikes was good, but is there an album? Is there more music leading up to it? Sis, you're just kind of keeping us in the dark. And I haven't listened to Yikes probably since it came
Yeah, me either. I really want new music from her. Like, Yikes was good, but like, we want more. We want
You know
more
what we
Nicki
really
Minaj.
liked from her? Megatron.
Oh, I liked Megatron too.
I love Megatron.
Yeah, I like
We talked about
Megatron.
it in one of our other videos.
Yeah, I like Megatron.
Yeah, so
Oh, what a good
that
song.
and Yikes. Who knows?
Mm.
But I miss her. I want her to come back around. I saw the other note that you had in here about Blue Ivy.
Oh yes, Blue Ivy is officially a doctor,
And she's
ND.
our doctor.
She's my doctor. I'm going to go see her soon enough here, and just verify that I do not have the COVID-19. She will diagnose me. No, but like Blue Ivy is like the cutest thing. I know that she controls the household there. Like you can just tell. Yeah. But she was on social media the other day, like just making sure that everyone just washes their hands. And she was just like, and then I heard a baby in the background, like one of the twins were like crying in the background. It would be me that noticed that, but but no, I thought that it was so cute. And shout out to Blue Ivy, our doctor, our manager of Beyonce, our young queen.
She really is Beyonce's manager.
She's Beyonce's manager. She controls everything. Yeah.
We love to see it. I did see that video about her washing her hands, and I was like, that is so cute. We love Blue Ivy.
She's so cute.
That's supreme. Okay, so I didn't watch this because for probably about an hour, it didn't work. So can you please tell me how the Teddy Riley versus Babyface Instagram live is?
Oh my gosh. So I was like you, like I was on my phone trying to get on it, and it just kept saying, it kept getting frozen. And every time I would go on, I would see like the amount of people on it like go higher and higher and higher and higher. So I was like, fuck this, let me get on my computer and look it up. So when I went on my computer and I found it, it finally was playing, but it was really cool just to see. I mean, like Teddy Riley was so annoying with like his music, like just with how he set up the whole situation. Like he wouldn't put his headphones on, so like the music was very faint and we couldn't hear like his music half the time. And then Babyface was just so cute, like such a cute old man. Like took him like 15 minutes to pin a comment down. Like,
oh my God.
And yeah, and at one point, like they got both kicked out of the live for the hour mark, because when you're on live for an hour, like they just kick you out. So they got kicked out, and this was like maybe they only had 4 songs left, so like it sucked. So when they tried to go back on live again, Babyface couldn't get Teddy Riley on because he didn't know how to do it. And then so Babyface was just like playing his own music, like his own guitar, just playing music with the Grammys in the background and the candles in the background. And then Teddy Riley was just like, okay, well, I'm going to go on live myself. And he just performed his music. And I was like, what the fuck? You guys are supposed to wake up and do this. Like, so apparently at one point, Babyface left to go to Teddy Riley's Instagram to jump on and for them both to like finish up the competition. But Teddy Riley ignored the whole thing because he was just, again, these are like 60-year-old men like trying to deal with Instagram. And then
but it seems like Babyface knows what he's doing.
So then after that, Babyface just went back to his Instagram live and then played more of his own music, played like Whitney, because he wrote a lot of Whitney songs. I think he played Whitney and Mariah's song When You Believe, because I think he wrote that one. Babyface obviously won. Like Teddy Riley wrote, like, yeah, he wrote some pretty good songs, and he wrote pretty big, he wrote for big artists, but pretty mid songs for big artists. Like he wrote for Michael Jackson, but like I don't even know the song. Like he played it and I was like, oh, this is MJ? Oh, this is you that wrote it? Oh, okay. And Babyface was so shady at one point. I could go off about this, but at one point,
he would like talk shit and then like not be able to back it up. So
who, Teddy? Yeah, no, Teddy couldn't catch on to like Babyface's shade. Like So there was one point where they were both playing a song, or no, Teddy played a Janet Jackson song. I think it was "I Get Lonely," but it was a remix. And Babyface was like, "I didn't know you wrote that," and he was like, "It's the remix." And he was like, "Oh, okay. I didn't know that we were doing remixes." And and then Babyface was like, "Well, I don't do remixes anyways." And that was just like major shade. Like everyone in the chat went off about that, but it was just kind of a shit show. But shout out to Babyface and Teddy Riley, but I don't know. Like the fact that they couldn't get it together to get the last 4 songs to play. Really?
Like, really? Into Insecure.
Oh yeah. You lead the way. I watched it, but I feel like you retained more than I did probably.
I took lots of notes. This is like probably one of my favorite episodes. It was pretty funny. Like just seeing how Issa was with her brother and when they like ditched their mom kinda, but their mom kinda ditched them. Also Tasha Mack as their mom.
I know, I was dying when I was like, oh my god,
Tasha!
Where's Derwin?
Yeah.
Where's Melanie? That's what I was thinking, but I thought it was so funny that they had Tasha play the mom.
I know. I think that's like a good casting. I thought I had heard something about that actress. I don't know her actual name. Like I do, but I forgot. But I thought I heard something about her actually being on the show, and then I never actually saw her on there. But it's only the 3rd episode, so
Yeah.
time. But yeah. So let me see my notes that I have in here. So they said it was 2 months before the block party, so it was like around Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So Issa and Lawrence were like still kind of talking then. That's kind of what I got from that episode. Or were they like texting or like replying to each other's stories on Instagram? We've all been there.
Yeah. Yeah, what even happened? So in the beginning of the episode, what even happened? I forgot.
So let's see. I think it starts with like Lawrence and Condola like waking up in bed.
Oh,
and
that's
then
right.
Lawrence is like, you should come to my friend's house for Thanksgiving. They make Hennessy turkey. And I was like, that's fucking nasty.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what I remember from that episode. I remember him like talking about how he wanted to set himself up for an interview. Like he was trying to do, like, talk to himself about an interview and like just gas himself up for Condola. Like I feel like he thinks that he's not good enough for Condola. I remember that happening, which is mostly true because Condola.
Which he isn't.
Because Condola's a bad bitch. But then like when he went to his job to connect with like whoever about a pitch or whatever, they had to reschedule.
Yeah, they were like doing something at his job.
Yeah, they had to reschedule, and then he kind of figured out that like his job, well, not his job is like in jeopardy, but like the company low-key is in jeopardy right now. So like he's kind of like stuck. Yeah, he's kind of like just stuck in his role, and he just doesn't feel too good about it. And then when he went to talk to, is it Chad?
I thought his name was like Ren or something like that. It probably is something like, I thought it was like Ren. No, that's what he calls Lawrence.
Oh, it was Ren.
Chad.
Yeah, I think it was Chad who was like, who kind of just like was like, you need a new car, nigga. Like he kind of just like made him feel like shit, like made him feel pretty insecure about like his position with Condola, and just kind of confirmed what
he was already believing about himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so before that happened, like Issa was at some coffee shop, and then Lawrence walks in because Condola's there too.
Oh, that's
right. Making jokes and stuff. And I was like, wow, that's kind of cute. And then Condola walks up, and I was like, oh, that's not cute. Just joking. And then and then she goes grocery shopping with Molly. And what I wrote here when I saw that was, it should never be this hard going grocery shopping with a friend.
Yeah, it was just so stale between the both of them. Like they were both throwing shots at each other for like no reason. I don't get it. Like, and now we see that, like, I feel like in the past episodes, we saw Molly do a bunch of jabs at
Mm-hmm.
Issa, but now we see Issa throw jabs at Molly now,
Yeah,
which is like, I
definitely.
thought you grew. I thought you grew,
I
Issa.
thought
Like,
we were
why are you
better than
doing this?
that.
Yeah. So that was like interesting to see. Sorry, if we could go back to the point where Issa Issa saw Lawrence and Condola at the
Mm-hmm.
restaurant, and she ordered for here, and she was sitting
And then
in
she said,
her spot, and then was like, "Oh, I meant to go." Like, I didn't like that Condola put the pressure on her to like leave the spot. Like, what? Like, it's a whole ass restaurant. She can be there. Like, you could find another spot. Like, I didn't
yeah,
like that. I thought that was like
shady.
very entitled uh look on her end. But
I
yeah.
feel what you're saying. I mean, I didn't even really notice that, but like now I can go back and yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Also, during that grocery store scene, I said I also probably would invite someone I've been talking to for 3 months to my Thanksgiving. So
You
sometimes I
wouldn't?
like have these like no, I would.
You would.
Sometimes
Oh,
I have
okay.
these parallels like, am I Molly? And is that why I hate her? Is because sometimes I am her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like because we're like black women and these, they're so relatable, like both Issa and Molly are so relatable. Like, I can totally see your point and like, damn, am I really this bitch? Is that why I hate her? Yeah. I feel that way sometimes too. Um, but I don't know. Like, I probably would have, if I was seeing someone for a couple of months, I probably wouldn't have them meet my whole family just quite yet. That's just me though. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't, if I would, if my friend asked me that, I wouldn't position what I said, how Issa said it in that way. I wouldn't say it like that. I'd be like, well, I don't know, it's kind of new and fresh. I
Yeah.
wouldn't put too much pressure on it. But if you want to go ahead, I probably would have said that. I think the way Issa said it was really cold and like judgy and just like not really the best.
Helpful. Yeah. And yeah, the way she said, well, she's like, yeah, do you think I should invite him to Thanksgiving? And Issa was like, I don't know, you've only been talking for like 2 or 3 months. Isn't that kind of long? Like, it's not long, but like, it's kind of long. Or it's not that
Huh?
long. Like, if you're talking to someone for 2 or 3 months, are you just like keeping them a secret?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I am different with relationships.
Yeah.
But like 2 to 3 months to me in like a span of a year is not that long to me. So that's why, like, I don't know. That's why I kind of get where Issa's coming from. But if time doesn't matter to you and you really are into this person, by all means, go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Okay. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I heard something weird in my apartment, but nobody's there.
You're good.
Um, okay, let's see. When I go to Molly's family's house, her brothers
Mm.
are kind of funny. Was
Yeah,
that
her brothers are
Masika?
funny. Who's that?
Do you know Masika from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? I think it was her because I think I saw her
No.
tweet something about being in the episode. But she was like one
I
of
didn't
the
realize.
girls that was like sitting down on the couch in Molly's like parents' house. Like, and I was like, is that Masika? She is Fetty Wap's baby mama.
Oh, that's crazy. That's awesome. I love that. I love that East or whoever in Insecure puts a bunch of just like
Random people.
random black people in there and just put them on. I like that. I really do.
When Lawrence goes to, this is what I said because they were like, wow, you know how to throw a nice party to Condola. And he's like, I'm like the party Spike Lee. I was like, shut up.
Wait, Condola said that?
No, Lawrence said that.
Oh my gosh. He's I don't know. He's charming. He's kind of cute in the show. Like, I hate when his feelings get hurt in the show just because he's so fucking cute. But his jokes are whack. His jokes are fucking whack. I'm not gonna lie. But it's like,
That
oh, it's
was,
funny because you're cute. Like,
that's pretty privilege.
isn't
That
that
is like
awful?
literal pretty privilege.
Yeah.
Um, I also said that shirt is weird.
Yeah, how do you feel about that shirt? That shirt was loud.
I That's how I felt.
Yeah, I think he was trying to make a statement with that shirt just because he was around all of her friends and I don't know, he was trying to be, you know, look cool with everyone. But
I'm
like
not hearing what that shirt has to say.
me either. I'm not understanding it. I'm not comprehending it, but yeah, I don't get it. And do you like how he went in and tried to fix the sink and like pulled up that ghetto ass YouTube video? Like what the fuck? Like you
For players?
I'm gonna show you how to lay the pipe down. Like really? Like if you hear that as like the first sentence on how to fix a sink, you should probably look up another video.
You can't be watching that anymore.
I hate niggas. Like I really do. Oh my god.
I think that video is funny. And that kind of like, this is the kind of stuff that she used to do, that Issa used to do on her like YouTube channel, like before Insecure was a thing.
Oh, like awkward black girl?
Yeah, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I love her. Let's see. So some things that we learned in this episode. Did you ever watch a Black Lady sketch show?
No, I try to. I need to.
The first episode sucks. It's trash, but then like all the episodes after that are so funny.
Really
but I remember
good.
the lady who was like being hella drunk at Condola's because she's like the creator of a Black Lady sketch show, and I was like,
oh, okay. That's why she looked familiar. You know, that lady does remind me of me when I'm drunk. Just thinking everything's fucking funny and just like laughing at every fucking thing and just being drunk and like, you know, just outing shit that I wasn't supposed to because I'm drunk. Like,
oh yeah.
Me.
And then she outed that Condola's been married before, or like almost got married or something like that. No, she's been married because she said she's got a divorce.
Yeah, she outed that like her husband left her. And then she also outed that like her and Lawrence were just like the same way that Tasha was to him, you know, just something to get over.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, good to know. And then the conversation afterwards, it annoyed me when Condola asked Lauren, so would you be with Issa if she didn't cheat on you? Well, what the fuck? It never was gonna like. That's not what happened. This is like in real life that didn't happen. So why are you asking me this? Like I hate that. I hate questions that don't make any sense. Like we're in this situation. Like why would she try to reflect? Like she tried to deflect it and manipulate him into feeling like shit because he, you know, told her like, hey, like, so am I just a fuck buddy? So am I just a fuck buddy to you? And she just kind of was like, well,
what am I to you? Like,
were you and Issa going to be together if she didn't cheat on you? What the fuck? Way to deflect things and be manipulative, you know? like I see that game. Like I see it. But that shit pissed me off when Condola did that. And you know, I was team Condola for a minute. Like I really liked Condola a lot. But
that's annoying. Yeah, of course. No, I agree with you. Condola was, Condola was cool, but you know.
Yeah.
You know, Lawrence want the old thing back.
Yeah, he does. Sorry if I like skipped over something you were gonna mention, but I just wanted to mention how that pissed me the fuck off.
No, you're fine. That's like basically that was like in the scene that we were just talking about. The next note I have is just that when Issa goes out to eat with her brother, he's like, niggas don't be paying. And I'm like, that is so true. And it reminded me of that guy that I went on like 2 dates with. Remember that guy that and just made me think of that. I was like, wow, niggas don't be paying. And I just thought about that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry about that situation. Anyways, it's it's crazy. Like, she also said something that was like really thought provoking. You know, she said like, I look in Condola and Lawrence and I see that all the work that I've put in, kind of. She said like, I'm seeing her reap all the benefits that I like sow or something like that. She said something of that sort, which is like, damn, like, you know, like she was with the nigga with the potential, and and then kind of
like
made
the work
him
in progress.
grow. Yeah, and I think a lot of women go through that with whatever man.
With men, yeah.
Yeah, whatever men that they deal with, which is like sucky.
It is truly sick.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you can see her brother has been like through some therapy too, because he says a lot of like really like therapy things to her and like makes her like rethink everything. And what's sad is like Molly and Issa don't end up hanging out together for Thanksgiving or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like Issa, you know, like when they had that like tension at the store, I feel like they should have like had that conversation then. I don't think
just right there. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think, you know, like if I'm in an argument with one of my friends and I feel like I would want to solve it right then and there.
Just get it over with. Like, what's the point of waiting, especially to wait
like,
on a holiday to talk about it?
Come on, give me a hug. Like, that's what I would do. You know, that's me now. But
I mean, no, but I feel like that's like the correct way to respond to, like, unless you know that you need some space. But it didn't really seem like they needed any space because they were grocery shopping with each other. So like, you guys should have just kind of squashed it then and there, and then she probably would have come over on Thanksgiving.
Right.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
My last and like my final note is Case of the Ex.
Oh yeah,
I can't believe this just like started playing. I was like, wow.
Yeah, no. Because so the scene ended with there was like the scene with Lawrence and Condola having that conversation about like you know, that conversation. Yeah, what they are and stuff, and worried about exes and stuff like that. It goes to the scene where Lawrence is just looking at Instagram stories of like what happened on Thanksgiving, and then he sees Issa hanging out with her brother and mariachi band, and then he DMs her like a half smiley, a laughing emoji, and that's how things get started. Kind of like I feel like that's how things are gonna get started between them with that DM.
I want to see them smash.
I know. I called it. I think like I called it in the first episode. I was like, they're gonna smash. They're gonna smash. Like I'm
scared. And also like everyone is a grown up in this situation if it happens to you, but like, could you truly handle being friends with your current significant other's ex? I don't think I could.
I don't think I could, yeah. I don't.
You know too much.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Unless, like, I don't know. Unless,
like the man really did something. Cool.
No, unless, like, the man did something to me and, like, it's unforgivable. Like, if that would be okay. But, like, if I
we're coming together to, like, burn his stuff.
Yeah, like, I fucked up. I still wanted the man back. Like after the words, because I know Issa wanted him back after, you know, she tried to do what she could to get back with him. There were still feelings there. Definitely. But yeah, I couldn't do it.
I just think that whole situation, no matter how adult or like mature you are about that, is just messy. But then I also watch so like on the Real Housewives of New Jersey, there is this housewife, her name is Margaret, and
I just got that season, by the way.
Yeah, so she has like her ex-husband, and then she also has her current husband. She cheated on her ex-husband with her current husband, but they're all friends, and I was like,
that's
what?
Crazy.
Or like there's another housewife on there named Dolores, and Dolores is really, 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 really good friends with her ex, so good that she lives with him. but then she also
Mm-hmm.
has like a doctor boyfriend, and like they're all friends, and I'm like, okay, so do you have to get to like the age of like 60 to like be okay with this kind of
I think
relationship?
so.
Because
But it's like, it's so weird because it's like, why? Like, why? Like, I like in Issa and Lawrence's situation, like, there, I don't see a reason. I see kind of a reason for not Margaret, for Dolores and her ex-husband, just because like she has kids with him.
yes.
They have to they have to figure it out for like school and stuff. But if
Mhm.
it's not any other reason for like your family and stuff, then I don't get it.
True, like if
Um,
you were just like strictly like boyfriend and girlfriend, what is the point
mhm.
of us being friends after we break up?
Yeah.
Especially, but it also depends on how you broke up.
Hmm.
And if it's like
And
amicable and you could be, then
yeah, and they kind of share the same friend group, so it was kind of hard for them to like break away from each other. Really, I think, huh?
it's always
Because they
hard.
have, what's his name? What's her name? The blonde girl that's
Tiffany.
pregnant. Yeah, Tiffany's husband, Derek. Wow, I knew it. Yeah, because Derek is a good friend of Lauren, so like they kind of share mutual friends there. But it's like still like it's avoidable, you know. But I don't know. This shit is messy.
It's
I'm here for it.
messy. And yeah, we are so happy. And today I wrote down three things that I'm grateful for. And one
Mm-hmm.
of them is Issa Rae for bringing this type of show into my life because I don't think I've ever related so much. Like, yeah, I have been watching that, I'm watching Housewives, and then I think that you should start on the show called Little Fires Everywhere because
Okay, I
that shit is
will.
crazy.
Can I be like really completely honest with you? You're the only person that I will listen to when it comes to show recommendations. I won't listen to anyone. I won't listen to Dorian because Dorian watches like weird shit. Every time you give me something to watch, it's pretty quality, so I will watch it. You should be honored. Like I'm so stubborn. Like I won't watch shit. I really won't.
Okay, so I don't know if it's like E equals MC squared came out today 12 years ago, or if it's just making its way to number one today. But either way, we
I
stream
have no idea. The lambs are wild. I'm here for the lambs trying to, make Mariah a number one because
that's per usual,
I
yes.
think that album was already number one and they're just trying to make it number one again. But I don't think there were any big songs off of it other than Touch My Body. Yeah. That was a number one. No, Touch My Body was number one, wasn't it?
There's Bye Bye.
Yeah, but that wasn't like a big song.
I'm trying.
But I love that song. I'm like.
No, yeah, I'm trying to think of there wasn't another hit off that song. I'm looking at the album right now. Touch My Body.
There's Migrate. I like Migrate, but like, why didn't it get bigger? I don't
From
know.
the bed to the floor, we migrate. That's how my quarantine has been going.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That was, and I'll Be Loving You Long Time, but that was like,
Oh, I love that song
was a deep
too.
cut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was listening to that album today and I was like, this is pretty fire. This was such a fun episode.
Yeah, this is an episode.
Video. I can't believe that Issa and Lawrence are gonna smash again. That's gonna happen.
They're either gonna smash or they're gonna like find their way together again. I want to know when Insecure will end. So like I know if we're in the middle of like, I want to know season 4 if there's like gonna be if there's the end of Insecure is like season like 8. Is there gonna be season 8? Are we in the middle? Like where are we?
I think
But she won't tell us.
She will know. She won't tell us, so we would just have to know. I feel like for it to be like completely quality, good ending, blah blah blah, would be like 5 seasons, which is like short.
The second to last.
That's my opinion. Like, she could want this to go on for 10 seasons, but
right. No,
I think
I'm
any show to
down
like,
for whatever.
yeah, for any show to be like kind of like quality and like really, really good, I feel like 4 or 5 seasons is like the cutoff. Unless you're like a reality show. It makes sense to go lots of seasons, but
Right.
yeah, that's how I feel.
We'll see.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining on this call, on this chat.
Yes, thank you guys for joining. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Stay healthy. Stay at home. And thank you all again for supporting and watching us.
Stay hydrated, y'all.
Oh yeah, stay hydrated. What else?
Take your vitamins.
Oh yeah, take your vitamins. Take your drugs. Stay around good people. And yeah, love to you all.
Period. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. We'll have all of our links in the bio. So we hope you are staying healthy during this quarantine.
Yes.
Namaste.
Yes.
As Teresa Giudice would say.